Welcome back to StoneBlock and to the Nether. In fact, we're going to be doing a little bit of hunting first because I need to get a very specific bit of material. Let's have a look, see if we can find some. Ah, there's a spirit. And you're going to give me... Ah, you have. Ectoplasm. That's the stuff we actually want. I think I'm going to need another one at least. So let me go and do a bit more hunting off camera and then join me back at the base for what we're going to do with it. Okay, so if you place a regular sapling down in the ground and then right-click it with some ectoplasm, we get a spectre sapling. And we should be able to grow those with the bonsai pot, hopefully. I don't think we can put them in cloches, but the bonsai pot hopefully should do the job. So bonsai... oh, we don't have a hopping bonsai pot. Do we have enough clay? We do. And a hopping version, yep, that's fine. And let's get to some drawers. And some dirt. Not sure if that's actually needed in the case of bonsai pots, but couldn't hurt. And over here, let's just place it down. 2x2. Pot. Dirt. And... whoops, that's a piece of oak wood. Spectre sapling. Yep, that's growing. Okay, so importantly, that should give us more ectoplasm, I think. So it's important to get it started on that because we're going to need ectoplasm for some more stuff. Well, there we go. There's only a 20% chance of getting some ectoplasm back from each growth cycle. But if we have a look at spectre saplings in here, there we go. 20% chance of 2 dropping, maybe? Well, 1 dropping, but who knows. In any case, I just basically removed the sticks out of this until we got an ectoplasm. The 4th one there, I'll just keep an eye out for. We don't want to carry the sticks. We can carry everything else. And you can see there, there's leaves, there's more saplings, and there's the wood. So if we get saplings in that slot, we should be okay, and I can lock the drawer down. So for the time being, I'm just going to put the rest of the ectoplasm back in there and get on with the stuff. Now, the draconium finally charged up, and that's the reason why I want all this ectoplasm. It gives me access to making spectre coils, which will come in useful to supply more power. In any event, underneath here I've put another stack of 64 going straight down of the growth accelerators, and I've changed our harvest onto harvesting area now. It uses up more power to do so, but it stops it checking them all singly on a 3x3, so, you know, 9 times quicker, I guess, if that's the case. In here I've put in the recipes for the nuggets and then the ingots so that we have access to the awakened draconium. Now, when I killed the ender dragon, given that it was the end of the episode and I was rushing, I forgot about one important thing that I wanted to pick up, which was dragon's breath. And I don't have any in my inventory. So we're going to have to resurrect the dragon and kill it again. Seems a bit unfair, I know. But, yeah, sort of what we do in Minecraft, really. So for that, we're going to need end crystals. In previous versions of Minecraft, there was a resurrection ritual. Now, I think we can just get away with 4 of these end crystals. I've made one already, but I'm going to need some gas tiers to get started with that, so I'm off back to hunt in the nether. I will make some gas seeds fairly soon, but hunting first. Yeah, farming later. Okay, so resummoning the dragon shouldn't be terribly hard. I normally want to attack with the Paxel as it's got more damage, but it won't drop as much stuff as if I use the sword. It's 13 attack damage versus 22 attack damage, so obviously the sword doesn't do as much damage, but luck 3 should will out. And of course now I should have a bow that fully works. In any case, first of all is resurrecting the dragon. So let's head over to the portal. Where are you? There you are. And if we put an end crystal on each of the sides, it should resurrect all those crystals at the top. And on these, there it goes. So I'm going to want more of my explosives. And, yep, up they come. There it is. So, yep. We're going to play completely fair. Whoops. Trying not to kill myself. And we got the end again achievement. Okay, there we've got it. So let's have a play around with the dragon. All right, you can see obviously we do a lot more damage. This is without any of the explosions, the explosive damage, I should say. Okay, and we want to stay, whoops, I want to keep the glass bottle around. I want to scoop up some of its breath whenever it does a breath attack. Okay, so it eventually did one of its breath attacks, which is the purple sort of attackish kind of thing that you see occasionally. And we also got some end air as well, just accidentally clicking around in the end. But we've got enough so that we can now finish the dragon off, hopefully. And let me just take another another bite of an apple. And then let's see if we can finish this thing off. So there's one. All right, there it goes. We have now finished. We got 8 dragon scales again, 9 dragon scales of the other kind. And we got a new egg, of course. These Endermen are not terribly happy about me being here, so I'm guessing I'm going to have to just hit them a few times. Okay, so now we've got a bunch of stuff, half of which we don't need. So let's just get rid of the trash, which is the loot bags. We don't need any of the iron bars or the loot bags and the tiers. We can put the rest in the system. We did get a dragon heart. Picked it up. More importantly, the dragon's breath. I can swap my Paxel back now. Put the scale away and get rid of everything else. Okay, put all of that away. Why were we doing that? Well, the dragon's breath is an ingredient that we use to make something rather important to late game. Dragon's breath. Okay, well, yes, we can make solar panels with it. Solar panel 7, that is. But if we have a look in here somewhere, it's an ingredient for an ender star. And the ender star, in turn, is used to make... yeah. Lots of them are used to make transmutation tablets. I guess we're going to have to resurrect that dragon again at some point. But even without that, I think it's actually used to make the Philosopher's Stone. Yes, Ender Star. So we need to make one of those. So let's make one. And will that let me now make the Philosopher's Stone without anything else? I need a couple of glowstone. A block of emerald. A couple of blocks of diamond. And we have a Philosopher's Stone, which is the start of pretty much the end category in the quests. So if you have a look over here in the quests, we've got Project E, Philosopher's Stone, and we get a loot chest. Anything good? No. Next step, down here underneath our main room. Do you like the sky, by the way? Yeah. Sky block in StoneBlock. Open blocks is great for that kind of thing. A nice thematic effect. Anyway, down here I've got a crafter and I've started putting in your recipes. We take coal and we can make alchemical coal. It has more EMC and has much better burn rating. And then you can upgrade that into Mobius fuel, upgrade that into Eternalis fuel. And at that point, you would have to go to making other things. So we're going to get actually a bunch of the Eternalis fuel, and we can do that by putting an export bus here. And let's put our acceleration cards in and configure this for coal. And it should start sending coal our way. There we go. And you can see it's building or going through the recipes and putting everything back into here. Now, we can actually just go to this last one and set it to external. And it should move everything down into here, I think. Oh no, in fact, hang on, it's blocked up a little bit. Yeah, let's just take some out so it can actually process. That's always the problem, that we're actually filling it faster than it can actually, excuse me, faster than it can actually process things. It's on slow mode, that's probably why. Let's take that out, and there it goes. Okay, so we're nearly up to a full stack now, and we can actually put these cards back in, I think. It can keep up just fine. How much coal have we got left now? Oh, we've used up 5,000 coal already, but we've got more than a stack, so I'm just going to take that and then just turn this off for now. There we go. And we're down to 4,000 coal from 12,000. We're really rather fast. And if we have a look in here for recipes for the Eternalis, we should find that we can make red matter with it, yes. But dark matter we also make with it. We just need a block of diamond to do that. There we go. So let's put that away and let's make some blocks of diamond. Don't have that much diamond yet, so we may want to think about doing that more later. Let's just get 16 blocks and let's make some dark matter, shall we? Now Project E starts to get things quite overpowered. Oh, I've got enough Eternalis for 13, never mind. And then red matter is even more overpowered, especially the red matter tools. Yeah, probably best not going to those. They can certainly make a hole, put it that way, for that kind of thing. Dark matter. Okay, and we can use this for a bunch of different purposes. One thing that struck me was this watch of flowing time. And we can, let's just get a watch of flowing time. And we need just a little bit more glowstone and a clock. And a glowstone. There we go, just make a stack. And a watch of flowing time. There we go. So, it needs a pedestal, and that's probably a dark matter pedestal. Gives 18 bonus ticks to nearby blocks every tick. Okay, and nearby mobs move 0.1 times the speed. Alright, so let's look at the dark matter pedestal. There it is. Oh, that's going to be more expensive. Yeah, I don't think I can actually do that yet. I'm going to need to make a lot more coal. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, plus red matter, which is 3 each. So 23, 26, 29, 32, 32 plus some more Eternalis as well. So I've got 9, and that took about 7,000 coal. So, yeah, let's just go back for a second and take the red matter... Sorry, the dark matter quest reward, and we got night vision. I think I've got that one before. I'm not going to be using night vision. However, let's just see. Let's just see if this actually works better. Yeah, I just need to unbind some other keys so that everything will work. So we hold down V to charge it, and you'll see that's fully charged now on my bar. And we've stored a certain amount of EMC in it. That'll be taken from our inventory, I assume. And if I press G, it should turn it on. Okay. And you can obviously see the bone mealing-like effects, keeping everything pretty much fully mature at this point. And is it using... Yeah, it's using redstone out of my inventory. So it will use that quite happily. And I would assume the same thing is going to occur once we get the pedestal up and running. But that's going to take a little while. But this is certainly probably a lot better at... getting materials. Yep, you can see it already starting to create stuff in there. And the rate it's actually creating stuff is quite good by comparison to what we've been doing so far anyway. However, I'm going to need a lot more coal to do that. So let's just turn that off for now. And I'll pop that into my backpack. Now, I made some changes and improvements to our farm. So you'll see here the previous sort of... pipework, ductwork is all gone. I need to move all of these, and it's got a moving wand. I thought I had a moving wand somewhere. It's probably in the main system. So I will move all these out. But for now, I've replaced the previous stuff in there. Oh, I've got the... I made this item dislocator so I can turn it on and off easily in the hotbar, but it does keep ripping stuff out of the farm. Anyway, I've replaced this with an advanced item collector onto a ender chest, and that's heading over to another part of the base. I'll show you that in a second. Inside, however, we've changed things quite significantly. You see there's no more cabling up here. If we head up to the top, And I think it's in here. Yeah. There we go. You'll see now all the lights are in the ceiling and they're all connected with redstone conduit. However, that comes back to here, and then this one acts as the input on signal color red. The others are all basically both. So anything that affects this lamp will affect all of the lamps. And you'll see I've also got mob fans, and the only upgrades they've got are width and height. So they're basically pushing everything down towards the floor in the farm. All right, good enough so far. However, we've also made some changes to the farm. I thought it's probably not fast enough. And you know what makes a farm faster? When you curse the earth that people have stood on. So yeah, in here, you'll see I've made a couple of quick changes. First of all, it's all nice and clean now. We've moved the dragon egg mill over there somewhere. Underneath here, we've got the absorption hopper, and I filled it with stone and made sure that it won't output items to anywhere. So it's just grabbing the basically the XP and pushing it into an ender tank, which again is going other parts of the base. And then here I've got the advanced redstone interface. Now in here you can create position filters. So you create a position filter, right click that, put that lamp up there, put it in this machine, and then all the lamps will turn on or off depending on what this does. So if you get the idea, then I'll just show you over here. So you see it's much the same as before inside, except for the fact instead of using fans, apart from the ceiling, I'm using vector plates. These are another way of pushing mobs around. Quite simple and quite cheap to make, and you can upgrade them with dark sugar, which is just wither dust, which we're getting en masse from the farm, and with wither dust blocks, which are another type of witherproof block, by the way. Anyway, I've put them all so they go into the center and push everything towards the mob basher, and you'll see all the lights are on. So let's turn this farm on, and you'll get, well, you get an indication of how much better it is now. Listen carefully, and you just be able to maybe hear the result. Okay, now if you can hear that, that's a lot of mobs. I'm going to turn it back off again because up here, above our cloches and everywhere else, I put in a little mini processing system, but I need to actually move those other storage drawers over here and set up a proper system. But for now, in comes the stuff from our item collector, and it goes into this crate, and you can see, obviously, we're getting lots and lots and lots of stuff. I'm basically selecting out the bags. They've got a higher priority than everything else. And then these, which are the patient bags, which we can use for nether stars if we wanted to. Then some stuff I know I want to put into the trash can, and we're using filters for that. And then stuff I definitely want in the system, again, using filters for that. But you can see I've got all this other mass stuff that we don't actually need apart from in mass storage, and we don't want to put it into our main system. So I will sort that out, but just with a regular kind of storage drawer system. Not going to show that on camera because that should be fairly obvious on how we're going to do that. And here we are, all of our boxes are moved in, all of our drawers. We'll just put one there, shift left click here, and then configure this with a high priority. Yep, insert. And we should see everything start to move out of here. And it's already started. We have a speed upgrade in here, or 10 of them. So it is, should be quite fast at pulling stuff out. And it already is doing so quite quickly. However, the farm is even quicker than that, so we'll have to see whether it can actually cope. Anyway, we've got a few boxes here, and now I think the only thing left is to deal with the armor. Now, up till now, I have been occasionally grabbing stuff from the armor for the enchants, but I've got enough soulbound, I think, so I think I want to see what we can do about getting rid of it. Let's have a look at the item filters and see if there's anything that can help us there. In order to get to the better item filters, we're going to need a slice and splice. I can never say that. That's not without concentrating anyway. And that's this recipe. We need this solar tuned dye blend, if I remember rightly. So let's just look at the splicer. Let's call it that for now. Slice and splice. Yes. we're going to need some of this soul machine chassis and some solarium. Solarium is just soul sand and gold in an alloy smelter. That's nothing to be worried about. However, we need a simple machine chassis. Now, do we actually have any of those? Yes, we do. Okay, so we should be able to cook those up in the induction smelter. So there's the slice and splice ready. And then we've got to then think about the item filters. So the item filters, well, one that looks interesting, although it might be wrong, is that this one is that saying filters items based on their stack size in addition to the features of the advanced item filter. Then there's a big item filter to filter more items, an advanced big item filter, and then existing item filter and mod item filter. I think I'm going to go for this limited item filter first. And for that, we need an advanced item filter and a couple of redstone comparators. Well, those two are easy to make. The advanced item filter, we need a Z logic controller. So we need a couple more solarium, some silicon, an iron axe, and some shears, and we put that through the slice and splice. So let me just make up some room. And let's just pop you here. There we go. And okay, you've got some solarium. So let's just get the zombie head. Is it the zombie head? Usually is. Something along those lines. Silicon. Advanced item filter. Zombie head, redstone, solarium, silicon. And we just need an axe and some shears. So an axe, I just want a regular iron axe. That'll do the job. And shears. Again, just some regular shears will do for now. And some redstone. Oh, and we need, yeah, we need some kind of capacitor, don't we? Let's just grab the basic kind. There we go. Feed in the iron axe, the shears, the redstone, the silicon, and that should start making the Z logic controller. Where are you getting the, oh, is this automatically outputting to the side? Yes, it is. It's outputting the solarium to the right-hand side, which is fine. That's exactly where I normally want it. There's our Z logic controller, and we can make more of those if we want those in the future. But item filter. There we go. And let's make the limited item filter. And let's see if that actually helps. Let's just put that away for a second. And now I sort of want to do a test. So let me just get a chest. Or crate even. Something like, oh, whoops. Something like that. Just so that we can test this without actually managing to destroy things. There's just a small storage crate. That'll do the job. And we'll put it here. And let's just edit that. So we want it to be inserting using a limited item filter on a high priority. Oops, that needs to be cut off for the moment. Yeah, needs to be turned off. It is. Good. Put that in. Filter settings. Right. What options do we have here? Well, that's based on how damaged it is. I don't really care, but most often it'll be damaged. And it doesn't really give me any options for based on stack size. Sticky mode, yeah. Metadata, MVT. Or dictionary. That's disappointing. That's really disappointing, in fact. We don't want any of this stuff in here, so I'll just put it back into the other area. And then we're going to have to see what we can do about filtering this stuff out. What I would like is a filing cabinet, but I don't think there's any in this mod pack. No filing. Oops, that helps if I spell filing right. No, there's still no filing cabinet. Or advanced filing cabinet? No, just advanced filter. Okay, that's not great either. So right now, the only thing I can think of is that we'll end up with whitelisting everything apart from the stuff we don't want, and then having that automatically sent into the trash can or something along those sort of lines. I'm not going to do that on camera if that's the only thing I can do, because it's laborious. But the idea is that, yeah, anything we want to keep, let's say gunpowder. In fact, does that not already have a drawer? I thought it had a drawer. Maybe it's full. It is full. Okay. To close out the episode, I think the last thing I want to just cover is a wireless access point. And I've previously made some of the subcomponents for it. Wireless receiver, maybe. Wireless access point. Lets us access our inventory remotely if we have a wireless crafting terminal. So we're just going to want to attach this somewhere to our existing system. And that'll do for now. And it's missing a channel, but that should pick up in a second. Yeah, there we go. And we're going to want a crafting terminal for that. And it gets turned into a wireless crafting terminal. So wireless crafting terminal. Yeah, so we're going to need ME crafting terminal, a Fluix Pearl, and a wireless terminal. Do we have any of that? Of course not. It'd be nice if some of that was actually just given to us, but you never can. Oh, we just need one of the annihilation cores. There we go. ME terminal. Oh, did that really use my last processor? Calculation processor. Do I have any made up? No, I do not. Okay, I'm going to make some up. And that should be everything. We should be able to make the wireless crafting terminal now. Yep. Okay. And now, if I right click, oh, no power. So my hands, it should charge up once I move my hands away. There we go. Error communicating with network. Do I need to just shift right click maybe, or right click? Do you need power? Range? Stored energy unlinked. I need to remember how to link it. Apparently we need an ME security terminal, or at least that's what it looks like we do, so I'm making one anyway. And let's put that down. We'll need to link that in somewhere. Security. Yeah, let's just drop it here for now. And can I link it? Yeah, looks like I can. It's up there at the top right. There we go. It's linked. And if I right click, yep, we have access to our entire AE network. And of course, I'm going to need to sort by number of items and change this around a little bit. Yeah, JE synchronize auto. Also consume boosters is essentially the booster sort of thing I was talking about. We can put those in our inventory. Let's just grab those boosters. And they act as a fuel source for accessing our ME system from anywhere in other dimensions. So you'll see they've already gone. I put them in my inventory, and we should have a fuel source somewhere. In fact, we can just grab them from here. Boost. I think they've already been used. Okay. Strange that that's happened. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so 3,100 units, i.e. that must mean it's 100 units per infinity booster. We'll get more of those from the system. But if we just go to another dimension, let's say the mining dimension. And over here, we use it instead. Infinity energy is low, and this is using units at a rate of knots. So you can use it in other dimensions, but just be aware you're going to need those boosters to do so. Otherwise, you're fine here in your home dimension. At least until you bridge the system across multiple dimensions, but we'll get to that at a later point, I'm sure. So, hope you enjoyed this episode. We've got quite a bit done, moved out our farming system. I do need to get a better solution for the filters there. Do let me know if you've got any suggestions. We got our Custis farm running, although it's off at the moment, just because I don't have a filtering system. We've got Awakened Draconium seeds up and running. I don't have the dark matter stuff yet because I need more coal, which needs more everything else. Lots of stuff to get done. Anyway, for now, we've got wireless availability of our ME system. So, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Feel free to give it a like. Otherwise, we'll see you next episode for some more StoneBlock. As always, guys, thanks for watching.